How's it going, everyone? It's Dean here from Our Gaming, and yeah, we've been running hot lately. Actually, we've been doing really well. I think we're going to jump into another Theros Beyond Death draft. See if we can start upping ourselves. Try and push our way back into Diamond. Is going to be the kind of next goal for us. Yeah, so let's see where we are. We have a rare which is really bad. It's too expensive. A 7-mana 5/5 doesn't really help. I mean, I guess the fact it does have trample is fine, but yeah, it's very much not really where we want to be. Devour of Memory is an excellent card. Probably not a first pick though, with it putting you in 2 colours. The best colours I think are green and black, which means that the Band Brawler is a really nice pick. But also, if you can get in the air, the Chimera becomes a really strong pick for us. So I'm going to take probably the best card in the pack, and that's the Band Brawler. Whether or not it turns out to be the right pick or whether we play it at all is going to be a different matter. And now where are we looking? So we could have one with the stars, which is a fine piece of removal. But I think here I'm happy going into white with this Chimera. Possibly would have been better just to pick the Chimera up initially. What else is there? There's the Venomous Hierophant, which is equally fine. But green white is not a bad place to be. Okay. A second Chimera, 3rd overall, worth noting. Yep, I think I'm happy to pick this up. We do pass a Rise to Glory, but it doesn't look like any decent blacks coming around, so we're not too fussed about that. Okay, and here's a really nice pick for us. This Siona. Now we haven't got any auras just yet, but that doesn't mean we won't pick any up. So yeah, I think I'm happy about grabbing this now. Yeah. What else would I pick if this wasn't in the pack? I mean, First for Meaning is great. Triumphant Surge is also quite good. But yeah, I'm happy about picking up this Siona. Ooh, okay. So, still no auras, but there's a nice piece of removal here in Return to Nature. The fact it can destroy target enchantments is quite big game in this set. And nothing really of interest. There is a Colossus for a late game, but I think these will come round. We're seeing a lot of decent blue, it must be said. But I think I'm going to take the Omen of the Sun here. It's quite a nice card. Okay, so another First for Meaning. Maybe we should be diverting into blue, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm not a big fan of this Hero of the Winds. Triumphant Surge is nice. They have been coming around, so we might be able to... Actually, can we grab this again? I don't think we can. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, we can't. Maybe the 2-drop's going to be important here, especially if we are trying to prioritize... auras and enchantments. Okay. Nothing too impressive here for anyone, really. So happy to pick up the Omen of the Sun, just in case we do get a splash. We are seeing quite a lot of blue coming around. Yeah. So it's worth maybe leaning into it slightly, just in case... I mean, we don't really have anything for the Flicker of Fate here. So I'm going to take another gold. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, we're starting to see some really decent blue, but just as we start to give up a little bit of hope on green, we get the first Arrow in Games, which is an excellent card. It's probably not the best card of this kind of series, but it is very nice. It's very strong. Gets you an extra creature, gets you a big creature, and is involved in that card draw. If this wasn't in the pack, I'd probably pick up a Mystic Repeal. Again, it's an excellent removal spell. Omen of the Sea is really strong in blue. But yeah, I think I'm going to grab the first Our Own Games here. Okay. So we are still on that enchantment hunt. We don't really have many just yet, but if, say, we try to edge our bets, picking up the Nessian Wonder is nice. It does help to kind of ramp through our deck. Ooh. Shimmering Chimera. Yep, that's nice, but I think I'm just going to keep going on this Flyers plan. Daybreak Chimera after Daybreak Chimera, and now we're starting to pick up some auras. So we can grab Cetacean Training. It's possibly one of the actually better cards in the pack. There's nothing too much here which would be interesting grabbing. Okay. Heliod's Pilgrim helps us search for some things out, but if we haven't got them in the first place, then there's no point really having them, you know what I mean? So having said that, the Huntmaster would be nice, but I think we've got to go with the first Sentinel's Eyes. It works really well with the Envoy. Yep, can pick up the Pilgrim now. Ooh, this is not a very nice pack. I think it's fine to get the Rumbling Sentry. We would hope not to play it, in all honesty. Some decent blue still. Oh dear. I mean, yeah, I can't really. I mean, I could go into 3 colours, I guess. It's excellent card draw. We've just got some really strong cards in green, is my only issue. Oops, let's grab that anyway. I mean, Omen of the Hunt does let us splash, and we... Oh, actually, we should be getting a Triumphant Surge here for some removal. Nearly made a little bit of a mistake. Familiar, okay. Pine Giant. Works with those enchantments. Wow. Sadly, we're going to have to pass up all this red. I mean, we've not seen red at all. Croxer, Annex, Manticore. Wow, what a pack. I would be going for the Liar here, but actually, I think... Oh wow, how many creatures have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I need to go for the creatures, sadly. Okay. I think the Hoplite is nice. It's not an enchantment though. This is an aura, which does help us if we stick it on a flyer. So it's an enchantment. If an aura you control is attached to it, we've only got really 1 though, haven't we? Hoplite does give us space, but we haven't got really any synergies for having more creatures. So perhaps I wonder if we actually do get rid of... Hey my friend, how's it going? I did lose the streak. I took a couple of days off. Sadly. Got a little bit busy at work. But yeah, it's all good. How are you? It's going terribly. Why so? Why so? Brilliant. How's things going otherwise? We're just jumping back into a little bit of Theros. I'm enjoying the cube. No worries, my friend. No worries. Yeah, this is a shocking. This is a really, really bad. I might even here just be getting rid of green altogether. Maybe splashing it for the Arrowing games. Playing blue. But then again, blue's not up to too much. We've got the Vexing Ghouls. What an awful draft. I could get the Dawn Evangel. I guess it does help a little bit. We might be able to trade with the Envoy. Yeah, let's pick that up. I don't think... I mean, I guess we could splash for blue. Oh, this is looking a little bit better now, though. So we'll get the Horn Beetle. That's a good little pick up. Okay, so if we are splashing for blue, which I think we might do just in terms of card draw, grabbing the Eutropia would be really nice here. So if I didn't grab the Eutropia, it would be the Pegasus. I don't think it's going to be a very good draft anyway, so I think getting the Eutropia is fine here. A second Sentinel's Eyes is good. Now, if we are splashing blue, what realistically are we splashing for? So first for meaning, just for that card draw. Omen of the Sea? I mean, or do we just go 3 colours? That's one thing we could do. Seaguard, Brine Giant. Yeah, they're all pretty weak. So here I would have to play the Leonin. But I think it would just be the Singer. Okay. So Glory Bearers. Not a third Sentinel's Eyes. I wonder when the switch happened from green to blue. Rumbling Sentry I don't like. That can go. So we do have some goals. I don't think I need the Naive. It doesn't really help us that much. Let's pop the Sentinel's Eyes away. Take a Courser, I guess. Or do we just go for Relentless Pursuit? I think it is the Pursuit there. Witness of Tomorrow might be quite nice. I don't know about splashing it though. Yeah. I mean, we've certainly got to have the splash. 100%. It's just the kind of degree to which we do it. I mean, look at this. This is excellent. Okay. So pop the Memory Drain in. Elite Instructor. Nice. Okay. Let's see how we go with this. It might be worth a couple of games anyway. 15 creatures, 11 non-creatures. What do we have for splash then? We have Omen of the Hunt. I think we can Return to Nature, Mantle. Omen of the Sun's nice. Relentless Pursuit, Omen of the Hunt. Okay, so maybe get rid of the Mantle because it's not really splashable. Relentless Pursuit kind of helps us a lot. I think we can get rid of... So, realistically, late game. So I think we can get rid of an island. And get rid of one more thing. 15 and 10. So, in terms of auras, we have 1, 2, 3... So we only have 3. So I don't know if... I don't actually know if Siona's just too weak. I mean, it is nice to kind of half the time, maybe a third of the time, getting a 2-for-1. Yeah, that might be the case. We'll start off with this. Then we're going to, after we bomb, we can jump into some cube. So I'm not feeling confident at all. Let's call it a 3-3 and jump into the games. I mean, the only saving grace is if we can get the first of our own games out quite early. It would have been nice if we actually had have kept... If we had been able to keep green, white, and then we could have splashed for black, because we did pass a Rise to Glory. We could have splashed it off the Omen of the Hunt. It's a card that I don't really like playing too much, but you know, it does have some utilities when you are splashing. Dolorosa. And yeah, this is a bad keep. So let's mulligan. A little bit better, but I mean, so we have to keep it, right? But it's very much not where we want to be. I think we can get rid of an island actually, because we are pushing for green mana. So we've got a 2-drop. It's not a stunning 2-drop. So yeah, it looks like our... Oh, that's not too bad then. That's not too bad. I was going to say, it looks like our hot run off the drafts is coming to an end. Let's see if we can salvage it. First around games turn 3. Could help us ramp. Maybe into the Chimera a little bit. Take a turn off. Let's see what Oppo does here. Sorry. Well, that's a little bit better. It gives us somewhat of hope. Okay, let's go for the first of our own games. Grab that second white. That's exactly what we wanted. And we're going for 1. Oppo made a quite key mistake there, so hopefully we can capitalise on it. They will have a 4-drop though, no doubt. But we have got the Singer. Mystic Repeal, okay. So it's not gone forever. We will be going for our deck quite a lot in terms of the Omen of the Hunt and things like that. So yeah. And here's a kind of perfect example of that. Do we just play this down now, or do we play the Chimera to help us along a little bit? I think let's play out on the Siona. Have a gander. Okay, so we do pass quite a lot of lands. I guess that's fine though. And no attacks. Yeah, so passing those lands isn't ideal. It doesn't... I mean, the only issue is we didn't want 3 in a row, right? So I guess it doesn't matter too much. Are they going to pump their... Okay. So we have to drop 2 cards. I think we can afford to get rid of the Chimera and also the... I mean, the Singer might be nice. It would help us... It would certainly help us kill it. What do we think? Omen of the Sun? Yeah, that might be good. Let's have a look. So we'd need 4 mana. Okay. Although it's only got 3, hasn't it? Let's throw those in front now. I'm assuming they haven't got like a... There we go. Beautiful. In that case then, so that helps the graveyard for the Chimera. We do need to start to look at some sort of... Oh, this would be good. We can... What we can do here, we can grab a Sentinel's Eyes and we can play it on top of the Wanderer. Hopefully maybe get another mana from the activation. Beautiful. We can play that and we're going for 2. So yeah, we're on quite good stead now. I mean, we're getting 2 creatures out next turn. The Dryad, so they've gone for those rares, haven't they? So what do we fancy? A Witness or do we fancy the Chimera? I think... so that only takes away 1, so it could still kill this. So let's go for the Witness, sorry. Search out for... Let's go through this deck now. Play that, and we pass. Jeffrey, how's it going, my friend? Oh, thank you very much for the raid. Appreciate that. How was your stream? I'm glad to say I caught most of it. Had a little bit of work in the background. Yes, mate. So we've just jumped into a draft because I wanted to save the cube until you were around. But yeah, it's not going too bad, mate. Not going too bad. I mean, we've drafted what could well be the worst deck ever drafted in this format. But you know, that's life sometimes. Okay, so we can scry with this end of turn. So what Oppo's not done is they've not dealt with the issue. Venomous Hierophant is good. We'll put some cards into their graveyard. Ooh, 3 excellent cards. I mean, I know they can get the Chimera back, but yeah, let's see what they decide to do with that. So Oppo's decide now whether to attack in or not. If they do, or they haven't got blocks in all honesty, unless they've got something that does some sort of damage with 5. I mean, oh no, it's not just it's 1 mana of any colour, isn't it? Okay, so pass to attacks. So they don't have anything. So yeah, so although they've kind of we don't want that. Although they've kind of stopped the Witness of Tomorrow attacking. What they've not been able to do is actually stop its ability, which is really key here. So we can attack them with the Daybreak Chimera, and yeah, I'm happy to play out my lands. It's a shame we don't have another creature in the graveyard to get rid of the Loathsome. Well, so we can get the Loathsome Chimera back on. We've got the Singer, so this does it got a devotion of 2 now. Oppo looks like they're going to go for the Chimera. Let's have a look. Underworld Charger. That's not too big of a problem. I mean, we can block it with the Wanderer, so let's see if Oppo's got an attack. Okay, so I still haven't got enough down in order to deal with this. So I think what I'm going to do is go for blocks with the Witness of Tomorrow. And then I'm going to scry. Relentless Pursuit. So what does Relentless Pursuit let us do? No, I don't think that's really where we want to be. I don't think we need to put more cards in the graveyard just yet. Mogus's Favor. Okay. That's nice. It means we can Triumphant Surge it. Or do we just get the Chimera out? If we got the Chimera out. Yeah, that's an interesting one, isn't it? That is an interesting one. I think we actually are Triumphant Surge this just to gain a little bit of life, maybe. I mean, it will come back though. That's the issue. So yeah, so we're attacking him with our Chimera, aren't we? Just to kind of keep the pressure on. That's a given. So do I play this? Hold up the. Do I play this? Hold up the Singer. No, I think I go for a Triumphant Surge and Threnody Singer. Yeah, it's a bit of a tough decision that, but you know that's fine. That's how it's going to be. Up pass to attacks. Okay. So what do we do here then? I think we go to. Then we go to blockers. Go to blocks. Okay. Kill the Charger. Gain that 3 life. So they get the Mogus's Favor back. I think. Do I want to play out the Singer just so I've got it? Yeah, I think so. So play out the Singer. We'll reduce the damage we take from the Hierophant. And unless Oppo's got like a Maya's Grasp, I think we're in alright position. We can get the Chimera back next turn as a little bit of a stopgap. But Oppo's going to be has to be wondering now what to play. This Hierophant's a little bit of a problem, but I've got no idea how we deal with it, in all honesty. I think we I mean, let's have a quick gander what I've got left in the deck. Got them tapped open. So Sentinel's Eyes. Return to Nature. Doesn't do it. First of our own games at the bottom. We've got 2 more Daybreak Chimeras and the Band Brawler. So, you know, that's one thing, I guess. Can I afford to do everything here? So what's that? 8? I can. So we're going to hit in for 4 in the air. Beautiful. We might have to give up the Wanderer here, but that's fine. So we go for the Daybreak Chimera, choosing 3. So 1, 2, and 3. I don't think we've got anything to get anything back from the graveyards with. That's fine. And then we can keep Omen of the Hunt up. Not only do we get to get a card, we'll probably get. I mean, we'll get another blue. But okay, so pass to attackers. So it looks like we can actually deal with the Hierophant now. So let's go to blocks. We'll go here and very much here. We're going to play in the Omen of the Hunt to get maximum value from the Wanderer. Get that blue. Beautiful. And we search our library for another basic. We'll get our planes. Perfect. Those all trade. We get the Chimera back and the Sentinel's Eyes. So we can't play both. But if we do play the Sentinel's Eyes, we can put Oppo on a 2-turn clock in the sky. I mean, it doesn't look like they've got anything kind of block worthy. And we're still at 21 life. That's very much kind of key. Okay, so they spent all their turn playing the Charger, which we can just throw. Oh, this is really where we want to be. Okay, so let's go for the Chimera. And let's go for the Sentinel's Eyes on what's going to be the biggest. So it's going to be the Chimera, isn't it? But if we are blocking, we don't really want to be blocking with the Chimera. I guess that's the kind of logic there, right? So we can get rid of the Wanderer and the Witness. Beautiful. And yeah, let's go in for attack with 5. And I'm going to play out this mana. Oppo knows we've got it. And end of turn, we can crack the Omen of the Hunt. So yeah, I think we've got the win, unless Oppo plays down the 1/4 blocker. But even then, it's not enough. Pass 2 blocks. Oppo goes in for 5. I mean, happy to take it. Life is a resource after all. Okay, this scoop. So we were able to beat Dolorosa. Platinum tier 3, so I didn't actually think, we'd do very well with this deck at all. But it is getting there. Okay, so 125. So we got the 1 win. So yeah, so for those of you that's joined from Gef's channel, this is a game called Magic the Gathering. It's essentially a card game where you kind of match your power and toughness of each of your creatures against your opponents. There's lots of spells you can cast, and the idea is just to get your opponent down from 20 life to 0. So yeah, it can be a little bit of a steep learning curve, but stick with us. And if you've got any questions, feel free to ask them. Hopefully I can field those. That's of course if we get a second opponent. Everyone must be playing the cube instead, which we'll be jumping into after this. I think it's if you do quite well with the cube, it's been taking a pretty considerate amount of time. I think a cube's about 2 hours. So yeah. But okay, let's jump into our next match. Yeah, this is actually a pretty decent start. We've got a 2-drop, 3-drop, and a 4-drop. So this is one less to cast if we can keep this alive. So yeah, and we're on the play. So we're happy to start off with this. We also have all of our colours, just in case we do get the Utopia, which we're splashing for. Beautiful, let's go for it. So we play out the Transcendent Envoy. Oppo goes for Leonin of the Lost Pride. We are flooding a little bit now though, which is not ideal. Beautiful. So I mean, lots of options here. I could grab the Utopia, it's a very strong card, or I could just grab another Daybreak Chimera. So many options. I mean, do I just hit them in the air very quickly and try and get them down? Or is it greedy to get the Utopia? No, I think we've got to be a bit cleverer here. So we're attacking for 1. So this has to stay alive, so there's no point keeping it back because we're not going to block with it. Oppo gets in for 3, which is fine. And then, okay, let's go for our first Chimera. And we can attack him for 1 again. We could probably afford to lose this now, I guess. Chimera of their own. No blocks. Okay, so if we play down this green, we can get the Chimera and we can get the ground Chimera. So we'll attack in there. If Oppo wants to trade, that's great. If they're not trading, it looks like they might have an enchantment to stick on this. Then maybe a Sentinel's Eyes to make it a 4/4. Aspect of Lamprey. Okay, that's fine for us because we are literally just chucking away islands. Lands. So if they attack in now, okay. So I'm happy to trade this and happy to trade this. So they do gain a little bit of life. Fine. They get to exile something from my graveyard, probably a Chimera or the Eutropia. I mean, we've done well. We're going to attack him with both of these. Yeah, that's fine. I've got no way to get it back. Oh, we are flooding out. We're flooding out quite badly. And we're going to attack him with both of these because it is 7 damage. Nice. Play down the forest. So yeah, we've got all the land in the world. Hopefully we can get some decent creatures. Okay, Oppo hits him for 2. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So I think Oppo might have a final death here, or maybe an Omen of the Sun. There we go. So that's fine. I mean, they take down our creature, but we go and get it back. We can cast this from the graveyard. It costs a little bit more than usual, but that's fine. 1, 2, and 3. So we play the Chimera out, and yeah, we've got a decent blocker. Can we play this one more time as well? Yes, we can. Okay, so this becomes indestructible. We're happy to take this 2 damage. That's perfectly fine. Sentinel's Eyes is good for us. What do we do with it then? Do we... So what we can do here is stick it on the Chimera, which means that they have to... if they want to kill it, they have to block with the big guy. And if they do, we can just bring it back from the graveyard. So this isn't ideal for Oppo here. Beautiful. So yeah, well, as I was saying, we can play this out again. Choose 3. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. End the turn. So yeah, so we've got Oppo on a 3-turn clock in the air. They need to be able to kill this somehow. Marauder doesn't do it. They didn't attack in, which is interesting. Okay, so we're going to play out the first of our own games. And which looks a little bit weak at the minute, but it's going to get better. It's going to get bigger. We're attacking with the Chimera for 3. And we end the turn. So next turn we get to put 3 +1/+1 counters on a creature we control. So, depending on what Oppo does here... Sacrifice an enchantment, okay. Okay. Lampad. Is Oppo going to attack in? They don't. In that case then, let's go for a first for meaning. Beautiful. And we can discard this in... Actually, no, let's not. So decline to do that. So we discard 2 cards, these lands, which means that we can say good game to our opponent because we're going to equip the Sentinel's Eyes onto the Chimera. And we attack in for 4 in the air. Oppo scoops. Beautiful. So that worked out for us. Oppo's decision to start killing our creatures was good. Okay. So yeah, so this deck actually we didn't put much faith into it at all, but it's we've picked up our first 2 wins. Let's see if we can pick up a few more. I mean, ideally we'll get to 4 wins because then at least we are kind of growing in the ranks, which is good. I mean, we've not had the fastest start to draft that we thought we would. The big boy in the deck, I think it's just the fact that we've got lots of those flying 3/3s. We've got 3 of those, I think, or at least 2. Let me have a look. But yeah, no, the deck itself is relatively poor, my friend. Yeah, let me have a look. Yes, we've got 3 of those 3/3 chimeras, and then we've got a flying sphinx called Witness of Tomorrows, which is decent. But yeah, no, we've it's definitely not the best pool we've ever had. This is a great start though. An Estian Wanderer into a first for meaning. Hopefully we can draw into all those. No, my friend, no gods, no gods. Hardly even any. I don't actually know if we've got any rares. You know, I don't think we have. Let me have a quick. We've got 1 rare, which is it's called the First of Our Own Games, which is the enchantment which can buff our creatures somewhat. But yeah, no, it's very poor all around. Shambles of a draft, you might say. Okay, So Oppo goes in with a Caritad, which is nice. I think here we can afford to go in for 1 damage. They're not going to block. Beautiful. And we can save these up. They're both instants. So we either catch us off guard and eat it up, or we hit with a Thirst for Meaning. But they could be tapping this for a Ferocious Typhon, maybe. Knight of the Hidden Coves. Nice. Are they going to attack him for 1? Oh. Beautiful. Discard 2 cards. Well, I don't really want to, but let's go for this and this. Perhaps. Yeah, that worked out alright, didn't it? Okay, so here we can go for... Do we go for Heliod's Pilgrim? Yeah, let's go for the Heliod's Pilgrim. This just helps us kind of search something out from our deck. I mean, nothing here is great importance. Perhaps we can grab a... I think I'm going to go for the... yeah, it's all very poor. Nothing really helps us. Cetacean Training, perhaps, and no attacks. So here we're looking to try and get to the Band Brawler. When it enters the battlefield, it kind of eats something else that an opponent has. Okay, this is quite nice. We can maybe get the Wanderer back. Is this 3 mana or 2 mana or less? Okay. Oh, actually, let's not do that. Let's just go for the Triumphant Surge on the Forerunner. And yeah, no attacks. So if we do get another land next turn... Okay, yeah, Witness of Tomorrows is the card that we've got. So if we do get another land, this is perfect. Give them the nice just to show them it wasn't intended. Can eat this up. Beautiful. And yeah, no attacks. No attacks at all. Thanks. Oops. Yeah, there we go. So if Oppo's got a Caritad. Okay. Oh. Behave. Behave, Oppo. What do we reckon here then? So let's go. We can go for a Cetacean Training on the Brawler. Ooh, they've got something in response. Maybe a counter spell. So what this allows us to do, good interaction here, it allows us to look at the top 3 cards, and if there's a land we can grab it. And also it draws us a card with this. So here what I'm going to do is play down the Dawn Evangel. Because if they... oh yeah, I forgot that was that's an enchantment as well. Enchantment creature. So we can get another forest. So essentially what we're doing is bleeding our deck of all of these cards, so that hopefully when we do draw cards, they're going to be decent ones. So we're going to attack him with the Band Brawler. We're hitting him for 5 if Oppo doesn't block. They're not blocking. Okay. That's interesting. In which case we'll pass the turn. So we've got the Friendly Singer, which means that it will give an opponent's creature -1 attack. So for example here, if they did block with all 4, which could have killed it, 4 toughness and then 4 attack when you add it together, I could have played that and just killed all the creatures. So Oppo's digging now. They're trying to find something else in the bottom of their deck, perhaps. Okay, pass the turn. Relentless Pursuit. Yeah, so Oppo is just really digging. So they're going to grab the Eutropia. That could be a nice little win con for them, should they be able to pull it out. Yeah, that's true. I mean, if I've got just lots of little cards that do bits here and there, it's nice. It's nice. Pass. So remember that these tap for 1 mana each, so they've actually got 3 mana up here. So my turn. First our own games. That's interesting. That is interesting. I don't need to play this out just yet. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go in for an attack with the Band Brawler. See what Oppo does. See if they block. So they've gone 1. Nope, they've not blocked there. That's interesting. Now, Oppo could have a counterspell here. How do I find out if they've got a counterspell? I think what I do is go for the Relentless Pursuit. Horn Beetle, Plains. Okay. So maybe they don't have a counterspell. Let's go for a Horn Beetle. First our own games. Okay, wow. We're very much doing it. We're getting there now. We must have nearly all of our lands out of our deck. And I think Oppo actually is in trouble here. So, yeah. They just read the card and scooped. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take these games. Now, that Eutropia that Oppo had there, whenever you play an enchantment, it puts a 1/1 counter on a creature and gives it flying until the end of turn. The counter stays on it. So if you get it out early, like turn 3, I mean, we've got one in our deck. If you get it out on turn 3, it's extremely dangerous. It just kind of sticks around on the board, making all your creatures even stronger than they already were. So yeah, it's something that you do have to deal with. But if they play it kind of as the game's finishing, like they did there, you can just walk around it. It doesn't really cause an issue at all. But yeah, no, we'll certainly take those wins. Perfect. Awesome, let's go for it. So, Actaris. I don't think we've played Actaris before. This is fine. So we're on the play. We're going first, and we've got a 2-drop, which then we can make bigger. Yeah, I mean it's not the best hand, but I think we'll keep it. Like if we can get in for 3 damage on turn 3, that would be good. Okay, so we are starting to get our mana, which is nice to see. We'll also draw a card when we play this. Oppo's got something for 1 red, and I think that's Infuriate, so we're going to have to try and play around that. Okay, so these could trade. What do we think about that? Let's have a go, see if Oppo wants to trade them off. They don't. Okay, that's interesting. In which case, I'm going to end the turn, and I'll play the Omen of the Hunt afterwards. Grabbing a... What can we grab? Relevant Revelers. Okay. 2/2 for 3 mana seems expensive for me, but they get to hit in straight away, so they get to do 4 damage. I play the Omen of the Hunt. I'm going to use this to get the blue card out the deck, so the island. That comes into play. And yeah, this is interesting. So I think what I'm going to do here is just attacking again. And pass the turn, because then we can do Omen of the Sun, or if they pump this up enough, we can hit them with the Triumphant Surge. So we'll see what Oppo does here. They need to play another land though before they do pump this. So let's see if they do. It doesn't look like they've got another land. Well, they'd play it straight away. It's kind of like instinct, I guess, to do that. So that means that if they do go in for combat, I'm just going to... Oh, okay. So let me see if they will pump. They didn't. Okay, that's fine. Oppo didn't... Okay, this is fine. So we didn't get to kill this, but in response we will be able to kill this. Nice. Chimera... We can't play that just yet. So what I think I'm going to do now, I think I'm just going to keep attacking him for 2. Just trying to get our opponent to attack into us. So 5 mana. They attack in with both. This time I play the Omen of the Sun out. Oh. Okay. Create 2 creatures, gain 2 life. And if Oppo doesn't kill any one of them, I'm going to double block the Oracle. Okay, it looks like they've got an Omen of the Forge. Manticore, okay. So we get to waste this removal spell from them. fine. Oppo hits for 2. Blue mana. So now what we can do is we can play down the... We can play down the Chimera. And then we can actually just pass the turn. Because we're going to keep the Horn Beetle back as a blocker for the Oracle. Okay, so no attacks. We're going to play a little bit defensively now. But next turn, if we get another green mana, we can kill something. If not, we can draw a card and we can play down this Chimera. So we're all set. However, this needs to kind of stay alive for us to do that. It doesn't. Well, it does stay alive, but Oppo gets to steal it. This is an excellent card. I don't actually know what we're going to do with it, in all fairness. Okay, it's weird to see our opponent attacking like that, but that's fine. This could be a waste of the Chrome War. Transcendent Envoy. I mean, what does our opponent do here? Just attacking for 5? Until your next turn, creatures your opponent controls attack each combat if able. Yeah, so these just kill each other, right? That's interesting. Yeah, so if they're just going to kill each other, I'm not going to attack in. I think that might annoy our opponent. Cool. Oppo's got 6 mana, so they hit him for 5, which is fine. Okay, we get down to 8, so not ideal, but they've played this at the right time, because what this means is that they can sacrifice this so it doesn't come back to us. So they'll have to do that. Well, I was gonna say they'll have to do that now. They don't have to, but it would be advantageous for them, I think. Okay, so we get a... Yeah, this might be good. So what we'll do here is we will play out... Oh no, I don't get this for 2 anymore, do I? I have to pay the full whack. That's slightly annoying. Okay, so we'll go for the Envoy. And the Chimera. So we've got enough to block this War Leader. Unless they miss the trigger. If they miss the trigger, then we'll get it back. They did. They forgot. That's why I was saying it's important to do it as soon as possible. I mean, yeah. So they're gonna get in for 7. Okay, okay, that's fortunate for them. So they get the win, but they did ultimately play it wrong. They should have sacrificed this to this. But we knew they had the Infuriator right from the start, right? So that's a little bit of a bittersweet one. We did see our opponent make a mistake where they had enough kind of in the locker to come out with the win. So that's fine. GG's Oppo. I am neutral. Yeah, so this isn't good. We don't have any green mana, which we need. So we're mulligan. And now we don't have any white mana. I mean, we've got to keep this. I guess we've got to keep this. Get rid of the Witness of Tomorrows, because we have no chance of playing that just yet. Play out the green. Okay, so we're not doing too good. We're going to probably use the Relentless Pursuit to get some white mana. Oppo's already there with their Transcendent Envoy. Yeah, so we need to use the Relentless Pursuit. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so we have to go for the Horn Beetle. Where's all our mana? Elite Instructor is not a very good card. Well, okay, that was a good situation for it. That was fine. And yeah, chat, we're not doing too well here. We're not doing too well here at all. What do we do? First for meaning, just to try and get us into it. Ditch the Sentinel's Eyes. I mean, yeah, it looks like we do. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Wow, look at this. And where's all our mana? We've just dug through 6 cards in our deck as well as the one that we drew. I mean, it could be first of our own games here. Oppo's got Deny the Divine, it seems. Or they could, or they do, or maybe it's the Flashing Gull. End of turn, flashing a 2/2 Flying Gull. Yep, there you go. Well predicted. Yeah, no blocks. I can't block because of the activation from this. Vanishing Light. Wow. Okay. White mana, please. Okay. So I mean, we have to play things out. Hold back. Oppo gets him for 3 in the air. I mean, hopefully we'll get the Envoy soon. We can stick Sentinel's Eyes on it, but I think it's a little bit too late here. I mean, what an awful start. If we get a white mana now, we can... the Shimmerwing's not going to be too good for us. Okay, we can only play the Horn Beetle. No attacks, because Oppo's hitting in for 6 in the air. So, I'm not entirely sure what we can actually get. I mean, they've got lethal next turn with more or less all of their creatures. Let's have a gander. Mirror Shield. Yeah. I think I'm good in all honesty. I think I'm good. Still no mana. What was that? 10 cards? Wow. Wow. So what is this then? 3 wins, 2 losses? So that's more or less where we thought this deck would be. Good to see it's not breaking the quota. This is my account. Now we've played This Is My Account before. And I think we got royally destroyed. Do we be greedy and get Eutropia out first? I don't think we do. Wow. We should have done. So we've got to hold back. We've got to hold back indeed. Put the Pilgrim in. Play green. Yikes. Okay. Come on, we need a land next. A land next, and I'll have a bit of faith in us, but no. Give Oppo the oops. 3-drop Chimera? Yeah. And it's Deja Vu, chat. It's Deja Vu. Should I have mulliganed down to 5? I mean, it would have helped. But the only issue is, like, if you start off with 2 less cards than your opponent in your opening hand, and it's not like an ideal pick, then you really are quite screwed. So it doesn't help the matters at all. If I get him for 4. Tower Scout. Okay, we need mana. I think I pass. Keep up the Omen. It will allow us to kill the Chimera, and it will allow us to get a 2 life. I'm probably looking at their hand then as if they've got something. I hope they haven't. Okay. Oh, behave. Okay, okay. What's best to do here? I think we play it out again. Pass. Triumphant Surge on the Chimera. Kills that, gains 3 life. Oppo hits him for 3. Okay. I mean, they've got a fully stacked hand here. They could be playing mono green. Band Brawler, we're getting there, my friend. We're getting there. It's got to be a Chimera here in order just to block one. Hey, my friend. How's it going? Good to see you ventured over. Yeah, so we blocked that, and we're going to be taking 3, maybe more. Is Oppo stuck on land, or have they got another land in hand? That could be the decider for us, though. Okay, so the Nexus Wardens is fine. And now we can start looking at the Utopia. So we would be taking another 3. Dawn Evangel into the Cetesian training. It just seems a waste because we've got all this. We've got all this value with the Utopia. I wish it was big plays, mate. I wish. At the minute, I don't even know the definition of them. Yeah, so we're gonna take 3 here. We'll put the Utopia down. Oppo does seem to be a little bit screwed on mana, so this could be our chance. They're looking at it though. Let's have a look. So they're gonna. Okay, I'm not gonna block. Oppo is in for 4. Plays another Warden's down, which is fine. We've got a Singer there. Maybe what I can do here, though, is play out the Dawn Evangel. Which will act to... I can buff it. Okay, which is nice. And then... So this provides a little bit of a blocker for everything, right? Or what I could also do is... play down the Cetesian training on the Utopia as well. Or do I just hold out for the Singer, put that in and... yeah, I think I do that. So let's pass the turn. It's possibly not the best turn. The Cetesian training would have helped us get the Band Brawler out next turn. But let's see what Oppo does. So presumably they're going to attack him with all 3. Sentinel's Eyes. Okay, that's a... gaining all that life, that's fine. But are they going to attack though? That's the thing. Return to nature. Wow, that's not ideal. So now Oppo gets to attack him with a lot. So let's go for the Singer. Gets to make this into... Singer gets to make this into a 1-3. Now, do I block and block, or do I just actually kill? I think what I'm going to go for is the kill here and take 3. Okay. Right, so... So now it's got to be... It's got to be the Cetesian training on the... Cetesian training on the Utopia. Gives it a little bit of a buff. And draws a card. Okay, so it is a white mana. So end of turn we're going to use the Omen of the Sun to scry, hopefully into a second green. And yeah. So it's not looking good, chat. We are holding our own though, which is good. I mean, if we are going to go out and if we are going to kind of lose before we jump into cube, then this is possibly the best way to do it. We could fight back though, we don't know. Let's have a look. Utopia's been doing work so far. Oppo's looking in their graveyard. It looks like they're going to bring the Chimera back, just for kind of a big body, which will be fine. We've got our own Chimera. We can get that next turn if needs be. Let's see what Oppo does. Looks like a big decision for them. They're taking the time, which is fine. Hopefully they're not slow playing us, like. Hero of the Winds. That's a nice little addition for them. So pass. Presumably no attacks. Okay. So we crack this open. There's a blue mana, which we don't really want. We're going to go for the... So we'll go for the Capitan. Play them down. And then we get to try and find out... There we go. Sentinel's Eyes is good. And yeah, we'll play the Sentinel's Eyes down on the Singer, which makes it into a decent size blocker. At the minute I've got 4... 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, it doesn't really help if I put this on there, does it? Don't think. So yeah, let's put it down here. Do we play out the land? Maybe not, just in case we get the first for meaning. Okay, and then we can say no attacks. End the turn. So yeah, we're holding our own here. Good to see. Oppo's got a full grip of cards though. It would be good to get the Band Brawler down as soon as possible so we can deal with the Nexus Wardens. Or at least one of them. Okay, so we get the Chimera. So we can trade that off with Siona, so that's not an issue for us at all. Another blue mana. Okay. I mean, this isn't ideal. We can flash this in, perhaps. I think that's what we do. So I think we go in with this. Are they really? Brilliant. How did you find that? And then we end. They got a Twitch account. Oh, I didn't realise that. Didn't realise that at all. Heliod's Punishment. Okay. Oppo's gaining a little bit of life. What time is the conferences? I never really watched them. Okay, this might be actually quite nice. Let's throw the token in front of it. So go for the block. I can play down the Omen of the Hunt. Search for a card. It's going to be another forest. Oh, do we not get the activation from this? Oh, we don't. Okay, that's fine. In which case, we pass the damage. And we tap it. So we've got a couple of turns now where we can't actually help ourselves too much. So let's go for the Band Brawler. Feels like Oppo's got something in response, so that's not too good. So let's try and take out the Hero of the Winds. Okay. Nice, nice. It's a very slow comeback, my friend. I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah, and pass the turn. Omen of the Sun in response. So they're gaining 4 life every time they play an enchantment, which is ridiculous. But their life isn't kind of... I don't really care too much about what their life total is yet. We're just trying to stabilise on the board. They're going to go in again with the Chimera. We'll trade off the Siona. Pass 2 attacks. Pass the blocks. Okay. So that's not too bad. End of their turn, we tap Okay. Gaining that life. So we tap this. So this has got 2 more counters on it now. Yeah, my turn. Oh, now we are flooding out, which isn't good. So let's go for... Yeah, let's go for this. Nessian Wanderer and a Forest is fine. So we can play this out. I almost feel like we should wait before we play out the Sentinel's Eye so we get the activation from this. I think that might be a good little trade. Do we play out the Chimera? Yeah, I think we do. 1, 2, and 3. And also, if we wait out, we can play the Nessian Wanderer as well and get like a little bit of a 2 for 1 there. So in that case, let's pass. Oppo's going to crack their Omen of the Sun end of their turn. Okay, resolve. So we could just tap this at the start of our turn on our next turn. And if we do that, yeah, it will be tapped, but it will relinquish the kind of Heliod's punishment spell that's on it, and it will let us start to put counters on things. Which will also mean that we'll be able to start attacking him with the Singer. Okay, so the Courser, they gain 4 life again. Beautiful, all of those things. Got enough land to play out the Chimera. Now, have we got enough creatures to start throwing in front of us? Oh, actually, the Chimera is only it's only going to be a 5/2, which means that we can make the Singer big enough. Yeah, that's a good shout. Pass to attacks. Are they going to attack? I don't think they are. No, they're not. So we can tap this. Resolve. My turn. Oh, this is beautiful. So let's tap this. Nice. And then what I think I will do is go for the... Can I go for everything here? I can do. So we'll go for the Wanderer. And for the Wanderer, we put on... So I think what I'm going to go for is the Sentinel's Eyes on the Brawler. Discarding these 2. Right, so we need to do this like quite perfectly here, I think. And we put a counter on this, and we get this Forest, which is nice. We play the Forest, and then we play the first of our own games. Again, we can give something flying, can't we? Do I really want to give something? No, I think we need to keep just putting the counters here. Nice. So we create that 1/1 and we get that Forest. Beautiful. So what we can do now is we can just pass to attack him with the Singer. And Oppo hasn't got the means to effectively block it. And it's got Sentinel's Eyes as well, which means that if Oppo attacks in, then, yeah, they can't really... I mean, they can't get past it. It's a 5/7. It's huge. Pass. Nothing from our opponent. That's a good sign. Let's crack the Omen of the Hunt. Daybreak Chimera first for meaning. I can play them both. Let's go for it. Beautiful. Okay, so put 3 1/1 counters. I mean, yeah, what do I do here? If I could put the counters there, or I could just put the counters here and attack him with both. It's a tricky one. If I put the counters here, no, I think it's just got to be here, right? Let's go for it. First for meaning. All the good stuff. Discard this and this, which means that I should be able to play this Chimera and also play this Chimera. And suddenly, I've got a lot of creatures flying in the air. Look at that. Heliod's Pilgrim next turn. What can that help me get? Oh, wow. Actually can't help me get anything, which is annoying. Okay, so that's fine then. I could play this. Yeah, I could play the Witness of Tomorrows, which I will do. And it'll help me, it'll buff something. And what would I want to buff? Maybe this Chimera? Actually, no, it's going to be this actually, because then I can get in for another piece of damage in the air. Get that, planes. This is all looking fantastic for us, by the way. And yeah, so let's attack in with this, this, and this. All the good things. I mean, there's loads of... and this is why we weren't too bothered about our opponent's life total. I'm surprised they're not double blocking there. That's interesting. So go to damage. Oppo just took 14. Wow. Heliod's Pilgrim just really doesn't help us, does it? There's no... No, okay. No, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the turn. So we get to create a gold token, which isn't really... This is where it would be ideal to have something like Flicker. But yeah, it looks like we might be offering Oppo the GGs. Hydra's Grove. Nice. So they gain some life, which is fine. Pass to attacks. So before my turn, I target enchantment, and it's going to be the Hydra's Growth. It'll just keep making it kind of bigger. So we want to kind of remove that if we can. And we're gonna have a little search using the Witness of Tomorrow. Another Chimera, that's fine by me. Create that gold. So this is gonna chip away at our Chimeras now, which is a little bit annoying. But realistically, what do we do? I think... I mean, have I got any more enchantments at all? Got a Glory Bearer's Envoy, so I've got 2 enchantments left. My deck is actually only 3 cards, so that's not too good. We could actually lose this chat. Let's attack him with everything. Do I even attack him with this? I could even attack him with this, you know, because then it'll give us a Sentinel's Eyes back. Yeah, let's go for it. Why not? Why not? Okay, so we're getting a bit of a 2-for-1 there. Oppo's not got enough to bring... Oh, no, they will have enough to bring it back, I guess. So they're letting 8 through. Oh, no, they're letting more through. They're letting... Wow, this is huge. Oh, and then I can play the Sentinel's Eyes next turn, actually, and give something else flying. Nice. Yeah, so we'll kill both of those. That's fine by me. Beautiful. So we get the Sentinel's Eyes back. We're not going to play it out just yet. But what we're going to do is we're going to get the Pilgrim down as well, just so that we can decline. So I'm down to 3 cards. This is going to be a huge turn for us. I think we're just going to swing with everything. What else is the chance to get in the deck? Transcendent Envoy and the Glory Bearers. So I'm going to use the Witness of Tomorrow to make sure that we get... Okay, never mind, Oppo scoops. Yeah, so we had 2 enchantments, which means that that combined with this will give 2 more of our creatures flying. So we definitely were there. So that was an excellent match, right down to the wire. I didn't get a chance to see how many cards our opponent had though. But yeah, that's so 4 wins, 2 losses. I mean, we're already kind of going up in the rankings, so that's nice. Obviously it's still not kind of too ideal though, right? Because we want to be... There's no point playing an entire draft and just getting, you know, 1 pip every time. So it would be better if we can start to really tease ourselves apart. Now, if we get another win here, I would be happy with that. I mean, this really isn't a 5-win deck, so it's good to have that under our belts. And yeah, it gives us a chance to jump into a cube. which I've been really enjoying them. Obviously today because I've said that, we're going to bomb, but that's fine. It's all part of the fun. Yeah, this is a good start. So we can go Nessian Wanderer into Sentinel's Eyes, hold out for the Witness. If we get this down early, it does mean we can start drawing cards off of playing enchantments. So yeah, I'm more than happy with this. First for Meaning as well. Nice little 3-drop for us. Okay, this is perfect. Look at this. So we go for the Wanderer. Oh, have they got response to this? No, they're just reading it. So let's see what they go for. I mean, they could have a response. Could have. Okay, of course. What do we do here then? I think what we do is... so I could put... see, there's no point playing all of these out if I haven't got the like the tools to use them, like the Utopia. So what I might do, I might just pass the turn. And end of turn, use First for Meaning. It does help me ramp, but like, I don't know. Pass to attacks. That's interesting. I'm gonna... No blocks. Indomitable Will? Are they not patient enough? Yeah, look at that. Now, Oppo should be saving cards like this. Because now we know they've got it. Well, not only do we know we've got it, we know they've played it. There's the Utopia. So we can get rid of an enchantment card, which we will do. We'll get rid of Sentinel's Eyes. There's our second one. So this is going to be the beauty of this, right? So we play down the Utopia. Ooh. Have they got Karamitra's Blessing? Oppo, you're really showing your hand here. Okay. And then we're going to go for maybe a Sentinel's Eyes here. So we get to ramp into a land, hopefully. We also get a +1/+1 counter. No lands. That's fine. We can get a Chimera out next turn. And that's really what we wanted, right? We wanted to be able to get as many of these flyers out as possible. So that's fine. We can even go for this Tessian Train, just make this into a really big flyer. But I think we will go for the Chimera. Unless we get another land and then it's the Witness of Tomorrows. Oppo's going to want to try and deal with this as soon as possible. So if they go a Leonin, okay. No, because I know you've got Karamitra's Blessing. Stop it. This is interesting. Oh, I could just keep Omen of the Sun up. Let's do that. So let's go. Could I do it here? Yes, I could do it here actually. So let's go in for an attack with the. Yeah, so they're being blatantly obvious because they're not clicking past the fact that they're getting a prompt to use Karamitra's Blessing. Oppo's completely showed the hand, so I'm gonna attack him with the Maze Warden here. Oppo's gonna block with the Leonin, which is lovely. I press next. Oppo flashes in Karamitra's Blessing. There we go, which makes it into a 5/3. But then I play out the Omen of the Sun. Oh, Oppo's shocked. I make this into a 4/6. I get 2/2s. I get this forest. And now Oppo's creature dies. Yeah, they get to get rid of this Sentinel's Eyes, which is yeah, whatever. But look at that. I mean, that's really powerful play. And I'm going to save this until next turn so I can get another kind of... yeah, it helps me fly as well. So let's pass the turn. So yeah, that was an excellent turn for us. Next turn we can play out the Chimera and the Tessian Training, I think. And now Oppo can't even attack in. They're in trouble. They've got the 4th mana, so they've got... they could have the... I forgot what the card's called. They could have Triumphant Surge. Shatter the Skies. Wow. Wow, that was quite aggressive, wasn't it? We don't like to see that. Yeah. So what do I do? What do I do? Daybreak Chimera and the Cetacean Training, just to draw a card, and then I've got a 4 power creature in the air next turn. Yeah. That Shatter the Skies came out of nowhere. I mean, it was a perfect place to use it. Back to us. So Oppo can start gaining a little bit of life again now. Heliod's Punishment wouldn't be ideal. Oh, hello. Okay, so I think here we can... Going to play down the Dawn Evangel. So again, Oppo's got something. What do we think? Sentinel's Eyes? Choose 2. So we get rid of these 2 because if this dies, we can get the Nessian Wanderer back. So I'm not entirely sure what Oppo's got. It could well be another Karen-Reacher's Blessing. I think it was quite devastating for them that they weren't able to pull it off. Okay, so we've got the first of our own games. So yeah, when Legend of Jeffrey was asking us if we did have any kind of bombs, this is probably the closest we've got to a bomb. Yeah, Oppo's getting rid of it straight away. Evoke Existence. We get the 1/1 out of it, but it's not good enough, is it really? So what do we think? Witness of Tomorrow? I mean, let's go in with the Dawn Evangel and the Daybreak Chimera first. To damage. Phalanx Tactics. I mean, so it gets +1. It gets 4 and... I mean, yeah, that has to happen, doesn't it? That's fine. So we get that out of their hand. They can't use it kind of offensively. And what I might do here, actually, I might just play out the maximum amount of creatures that I can. Yep. Beautiful. So now I've got threats from kind of all angles. Oppo might even scoop here, in all fairness. They've got to play 1 more blocker just to stay alive. Oh, it looks like they've got it though. Daybreak Chimera of their own, that's quite decent. They gain a life. This has got trample, remember, so 2 damage is definitely coming through regardless. They're probably going to block here. Have I got any other auras that I can fetch out with this? I don't. And as such, I'm going to play... Let's see what they do first. So let's attack him with all. So I think the block is going to be here. But if they do go to block... Oh, no, they can't block this, can they? So it's got to be here and here. Come on, Oppo. What are you doing? Really? That's greedy. You can't do that, I don't think. Okay, you think you can? Wow. Yeah, I'm going to play this out then. And then stop you from being so greedy. Yeah, there you go. Wow. I mean, I kind of guess they had to do that just to try and do something, but they couldn't block the Daybreak Chimera next turn. So we get to 5 wins. Wow. Can't say we were expecting this, but now I'm thinking we need to start looking at that boss battle music. I wasn't expecting to have to play any today. What have we got? We've got the boss battle music from Kirby 64. Don't think that's going to be any good. What about Donkey Kong? Brilliant. Okay. Right, let's focus on the games. Gogger. Great name. Great name. This is one of those I mean, one mana and we get there, right? I think we keep. No, we don't. We have to mulligan, don't we? We're one mana off gold here. No, that's mulligan. Not better. We would have been better off with the... I mean, it's got to be this over the Chimera, hasn't it? Never mind. At least we've got a certified turn 3 play. Hopefully this will get us into at least something. Oh, okay. That's fine. We'll get the Utopia out. So now what we were talking about earlier in terms of making sure that we have that Utopia to hand early game. This is that, and it's going to be actually the first time we've been able to do that. Now, Timuret isn't good. Timuret kind of very much beats us at whatever they do. Okay. There might have been some scope there for me just playing white and keeping the Omen open. Inevitable blend. Okay. I'm not sure why Oppo didn't attack in there. It's a weird one. So what do we think? Let's go for the Siona. Sentinel's Eyes, nice. Pass to Oppo. Black-blue is possibly one of the worst matchups for us. They're going to have lots of kind of graveyard hate, which we're relying on to some degree, I guess. I mean, it's not the be-all and end-all for us, but just look at this. They're getting rid of key cards, gaining life. Eidolon. Okay. Triumphant Surge. Now what I can do here, I think, is play the Sentinel's Eyes. Because I really don't think they are going to... I really don't think they're going to double block. And if they do, that's fine. I take down Timuret. But yeah, exactly. Okay, so Relentless Pursuit is a sorcery. So I'm going to play this out now. We'll pick up the Horn Beetle and the Forest. Nice. Play the Forest. I forgot we haven't played the land this turn. So Oppo is actually quite far behind in terms of lands. What can we do? What can we do? If they drop a Nyxball Marauder, we can kill that. That might be quite nice. We don't really have a way to pump the Horn Beetle yet. And I think that's something that's missing quite a lot from this deck. Okay, it looks like they're going for the attack on Siona. There's that Nyxball Marauder. We thought they'd have it. Beautiful. Okay, so in that case then, let's go for the Triumphant Surge. And yeah, we go for the blocks. See if Oppo wants to take another 3, which they do. Beautiful. I'm almost thinking, do we go wide? But I think getting the Dawn Evangel down would be nice. It provides us a little bit of a blocker for the Timuret, and also it's something else we can send in. And also, if they do kill the Siona, Oppo's passing with presumably Final Death up. Or they've got the Gull. I wonder which one it is. I mean, they've got something, haven't they? Oh no, it could actually just be the activation from this, in all honesty. Let's see if I can... So grab a Plains. It's fine, I'll play that. I mean, let's face it, they're gonna play something if they have it, right? So let's attack in, let's see what they've got. I think it'll be a goal if they do have anything. Which I'm happy to eat up. It's a flyer, and remember, we want to keep the skies quite clear. Okay, they took the 3. That's interesting. Omen of the Sea it was. So they get to scry 2 and draw a card. Omen of the Sea is possibly one of my favourite omens, but if you can get Omen of the Sun in multiples, it becomes really, really strong. Okay. One of their issues is that their Timuret isn't getting strong enough. I mean, tough enough. That's fine. So they gain a little bit of life there. Okay, so they hit the 6th land. It feels like they've got quite big creatures in their hand, because if they were holding this, it must mean that they didn't have a 3-drop, right? Anything lower than a 3-drop. Which means they must have a couple of 4s in hand. They've got 4 cards. You can probably say 2 of them are lands, right? So they've got, I'd say they've got 2, 4 or 5 drops. So one's maybe the Rage Scarred Berserker. And the other one might be, I don't know, another Nyxborn. Inevitable Blend, okay. I mean, Oppo's putting a lot of weight on this, but actually... What I actually think I'm going to do here, I'm going to resolve that. I'm actually just going to get rid of this token for now. Return to nature, okay. We can see if Oppo wants to double block. Actually, we can send both of these in. We'll see what they do. So return to nature might be quite nice just to deal with the Timuret. But we could be getting in for 5 here. Oppo thinks we've got some sort of boost, I guess. They're checking that this isn't a Utopia. Use the timeout, okay. We got through to damage. Oppo took 5 damage that they had no reason to take. Which is fine by me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this down. And then hopefully end of turn, Oppo will try and scry with the Omen of the Sea. And as they do that, I'm going to... Beautiful. Oh, I haven't played the land yet. That's even better. As they do scry with this, I'm going to hit the Timuret with the Return to Nature. Because they've got to do this. I haven't got any cards in my graveyard that will gain them life. First for meaning. Okay, that's essentially the same. So let's destroy enchantment. Boom. Okay. So now we've got a flyer in the air. We've got Omen of the Sun to gain us some life and a bit of a scry. Oppo's got to discard 2 cards either enchantment. 2 lands went in. So they probably had those lands in hand, right? We can probably safely assume that. Nyxborn Seaguard. Okay. It's not ideal, obviously, but... Scavenging Harpy. Okay. So, this isn't too good for us. We lost our Utopia early on, didn't we? Okay. I'm gonna cast this out. Am I? Ah, no, I'm not actually. I'm gonna resolve it. I'm gonna sacrifice this creature. We get something with this, do we? Whenever a creature you control, if an aura you control was attached to it, return type creature cards. Oh, because I haven't got one. Okay, that's fine, obviously. Let's go for the Sentinel's Eyes on the Envoy. Beautiful. Keep getting all these land cards out of our deck. And so this allows us to attack in. They could double block there. I might even. Do I go for the Sentinel's Eyes? I don't think I do. It doesn't grow anything, does it? So, how many more lands have I got in the deck? I've got 8 lands. Okay. So maybe I do. Maybe I do stick another Sentinel's Eyes on this now. Triumphant Surge and the Pursuit. The reason I'm sticking this on is just so I can get the activation from the Wanderer. And kind of we're just going through our deck a little bit more, trying to get as many cards out as possible. So I'm attacking him with the Envoy. Oppo can either take this or block and get rid of their Harpy. Are they going to sacrifice the Harpy? No, they didn't. Okay, beautiful. And then end the turn. So end of their turn, I play this, I gain 2 life, create 2 1/1s. It's all looking good for me. Feeling quite confident about this. Gary's quite funny because it's normally a great card, but it only deals 3 damage to me at the minute. So they go back up to 8. Which is fine. Pass to attacks. Presumably they haven't got any attacks. Beautiful. So end of turn, we play the Omen of the Sun. And then the start of my turn, I think I'm going to scry with it. Okay, do we... yep, resolve that. Do we get another land card? If we do, that would be fantastic. Beautiful. Okay, so our turn. We start with a scry on the Omen of the Sun. So yeah, my turn. So we start by scrying with this. Just to see kind of what's available, what's coming up. Daybreak Chimera is fine. We don't want that land. Draw. Okay. Main phase. Planes. Play out the Daybreak Chimera. Ooh. What's Oppo got? They got a mantle. What? Why did that pause then? I don't forget to attack with everything. Everything's a little bit too weak at the minute. So we're attacking with the Envoy. Remember as well that if they actually kill this Envoy, it just comes straight back because of the Dawn Evangel ruling. That's interesting. I mean, surely Oppo can't take another 3. Okay, they can. And Oppo's not dead on board just yet. We've got enough land though. No attacks. Here we go. I don't know why they didn't scry in their upkeep. So it's looking like Oppo might have a mantle here. I think this Daybreak Chimera will die. But you know that's how it is. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So that blocks that. That blocks that. That blocks that again for 2. I think I swing here. So I lose loads of creatures, but I think it just gives me enough to win the game. Let's have a look. Let's see what Oppo does. They've only got 1 card, right? So that on that. So yeah, I think they've got the mantle. So if this kills this, and this blocks this, and this blocks this, I get in with 5 points of damage. There we go. Come on, Oppo, let's go for it. Let's go to the boss fight. Drawing cards won't save you now, sadly. Give them the GGs. Good to see that Legend of Jeffrey didn't disturb the comeback too much. And what a comeback it's been, actually. Ooh. Sensational. Pog. Look at that. Can we get into Platinum Tier 2? What would be an appropriate choice of boss music? Inquisitive Puppet. Basically Pinocchio then, yeah. What do you think? What's the boss music to Final Fantasy V? I think we'll Time Crisis Act 1 Stage 1. Oops. No. That's not good, is it? Well, there's a whole playlist of Time Crisis music. What do you reckon? Yeah, let's keep that as our boss music, shall we? To be fair though, I think I like Final Fantasy V better. Pokemon Red. Okay. Of course, that's if we can get an opponent. Wraithen. This is a decent start. It's obviously not the best start, but we go in for... Okay. We're looking like we're going to be playing a Heliod's Pilgrim. Leonin of the Lost Pride. Not too ideal for us. Okay, at least we've got a 2-drop there. Do we just trade these off? What, you mean the one with the cowbells? Needs to be more cowbells for that song, please. So, Wayno, when do you reckon our next trip's going to be? Me and Geff were talking about it the other day. Teapot. No. It's testing training. I thought you was actually ill then. That'd be really bad if you were. Oh, can we beat another Timurat? I mean, of course we can beat another Timurat. Of course we can. Let's go for Sentinel's Eyes. And we attack him for 2. Oh, really? Well, that's not good, is it? How's she doing? Come on, Alpo. You either block or you don't. Beautiful. So let's go for the first of our own games. Oh, that's good to hear. Alpo's up to 5 mana, so they could have Final Death here. Friker's Spawn, okay. Okay. So what do I do there? Do I make this a 7? Yeah, I think I do. Oh, 5 rather. Why can't I do basic maths? I mean, well, they can't kill it, can they? So I think maths is for blockers. You know it, my friend. I think I just go in with a 5. Can they kill it? No, they can't. I mean, they could if they have Karametra's Blessing, which they don't. In which case, then, let's go for a Dawn Evangel. And pass to our opponent. At least now I've got a blocker. We've got 2 blockers, kind of. Triumphant Surge, okay. Well, I'm glad I didn't put the Cetacean Training on it. Seems good. So that becomes quite obsolete, really. Let's go for Cetacean Training on the Dawn Evangel. Draws us a card. And let's go for the Horn Beetle. Now, we don't really want to be playing Relentless Pursuit out. Just because we're putting more cards in the graveyard for their Timuret to eat up. Now, together, this is quite a dangerous combination. And it's something I'm not looking forward to trying to beat. I'm not entirely sure how to beat it. Now, if we put something like a... Okay, so Oppo's using up some mana there. Why did they only exile one thing? Why didn't they exile the Heliod's Pilgrim as well? Just weird. They're attacking for 5. No blocks. Okay. So, this might be a nice one for us. Create a gold token. Okay. So then I can... Let's have a look. I can attack him with both. They'll block the Leonin with the Dawn Evangel. To which we will... Oh, okay. Say no more. Yeah, let's just trade those off then. This is a bit of a weird block. So they get rid of first their own games at the Horn Beetle. Now they should get rid of first their own games, because if they get rid of the Horn Beetle with this, it gives them life. Okay, so we're going to play down the Loathsome Chimera. It gives us a blocker for the spawn, and we'll keep the Fairy Singer just kind of in hand. Of course, if we do get another mana source next turn, we can just play out the Ferrous Bandbrawler, killing Timuret. So Oppo hasn't read their card properly. They think that Timuret only removes 1 card from the graveyard a turn, but it removes 2. I'm not going to obviously tell them that. Pass. They do have enough cards to get that back, so I'm gonna let them go. They're trying to kill this Dawn Evangel, I think. Hope this is something big, because then I can kill it with the Triumphant Surge. Ah, that's not big enough. In fact, that's just the right size for it not to be. Oh, some excellent cards have just gone now. I'll take that. My turn. Return to Nature. Now, this is an interesting one. So, Return to Nature lets us kill their Timuret. So, I'm definitely going to do that 100%. They're going to get rid of the Heliod's Pilgrim in response. Fine. And then I think that we actually just go in for... Yeah, I think we're just going for 7 here. Oppo has to do something, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter about playing that down. And now what do you think? Do we just crack this and try and ramp and get a little bit back? I think we do. So let's play this down. Nessian Wanderer and a Forest. Sounds good to me. I can play the Forest this turn as well, actually, because I think I'm quite behind with my mana. So we need 1 more mana and we can start to do things. But it's going to be a tight one. Wasn't expecting to have a boss battle today. Ah, so this is excellent. So we can kill this with Triumphant Surge. Nice. I think Oppo is going to go in for an attack here as well. Oh, go Sentinel's Eyes on. Go Sentinel's Eyes on the Lamia. Go on. Go on. Go on. Beautiful. We're gonna get a 2-for-1 here. I'm not gonna say nice. Now I'm gonna say nice. Okay. So let's go for the Triumphant Surge there. We get 3 life back. And we get to hit in for 4. So Oppo's down to 3. Getting a little bit excited now. So Oppo looks like they're going to play the Sentinel's Eyes on the Spawn. Now that does become a bit of a problem. Yep. Okay. Now how do I defeat this? And they've got something else as well, I suspect. Pegasus. Now this is a problem because this is going to start gaining them life. If I get a mana, I can kill it. I didn't get a mana, so I can't kill it. That's how it works. Right. So all that work may have been for nothing now because we're just so mana screwed. It's unreal. What's this they've got? So we're going to have to double block here just to try and save a little bit of face. They're not going in with a spawn. That's strange. A second Timuret as well. Okay. Okay. Now. I think I've got to play this out just because I can't let this kind of go unchallenged. Oh yeah, of course, my friend. Sorry. How's that? Does that work? What did they do then? Oh, they used Flicker of Fate. Well. In that case, we are royally screwed. Oppo's going to keep going and gaining life. Yeah, that Flicker of the Fate did us there. I think it put us about 3 turns behind. I mean, we could just barricade him with all. That might help us. Don't think it will though, realistically. Storytelling means they can bring an enchantment back. Dreadful Apathy? Dreadful Apathy is probably the one. Yeah, I think we are done here. Sadly, no attacks. I mean, all they had to do there was get the Dreadful Apathy back, stick it on the Chimera, swing in with everyone, and they had the win. But yeah, it looks like we failed in the boss battle. I mean, they could even swing in with everyone here and they still win. Oppo just likes to see me lose slowly. Now, if only we had a Shatter the Skies, which we don't, we have... Does anything actually save us? Well, that certainly doesn't. Give them the GGs. Yeah. Ah. So close, everyone. So close. What did we end up on? So Platinum Tier 3 is fine. We can possibly push that tomorrow. Try and get a little bit higher up. But we got 6 wins, 3 losses. So a lot better than we thought we'd do. The deck, in all honesty, it was driven by this first Heroin Games. We had a Utopia that hardly did any work except for one game. Band Brawler, and I kind of guess the workhorses, or the work Chimeras, was the Daybreak Chimeras. They really did quite a number on our opponents several times. For Andy Singer, very poor. Didn't really shine. We probably should have played the Brine Giant instead, thinking about it. But yeah, no, it was a really enjoyable deck. Didn't have much faith for it, but it got us through to the last game. So yeah, thank you very much for everyone watching on YouTube at iGaming. Really do appreciate it. Thank you for all the likes and kind of follows and comments on there. If you want to check us drafting live, you can find me at Ardeen on Twitch. And so I'm going to stop the video there.